Hello and welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, the site of Florida State's spring game, where guess what? Florida State won. I know they were playing each other, but hey, it is what it is. It was actually there was a lot of positives that I took away from the game compared to last year when I thought the offense really struggled. I thought that this year there was a lot of positives to take away on both sides of the ball. What were your initial impressions?
I think you hit on it. A lot of it. I mean, the offense, they were running the tempo that kind of Willie Taggart said he wanted from year one. I think the second year in the system helped with that. I think Kendall Briles has helped a lot with that. Players and Taggart have been quite open about kind of what he, with someone of his experience, has kind of brought to the table. I mean, I think the offense, I think both quarterbacks performed very well. I think you saw a lot of young playmakers on the defense, especially a couple of early enrollees in Akeem Dent and Jaleel McRae really stood out.
Yeah, absolutely. The offense, as far as that tempo goes, they ran a combined 96 plays together in the first half, which is extremely impressive. I don't think Florida State touched over 80 at any point last year, and they were on pace. I think the Garnet or the Gold Squad, which had 3 plays of over 50 yards, had ran 46 plays, so they were still on pace for 92. Like, it was an extremely impressive tempo that they were running at, and it didn't feel rushed. Like, they knew what they were doing, which I thought was a big issue last year. When they tried to run tempo, they weren't always lined up in the right spot. I thought that they did a much better job of that. I only saw, I think, one time in the spring game that a player wasn't lined up properly and didn't know what to do. So that's a major improvement. On both sides of the ball, what was your main takeaway from defense?
From the defense, I mean, you don't want to be overreactionary about, oh, look how much the offense did, because the defense was also split up. I mean, I hit up on the playmakers. I think you saw Marvin Wilson. It's not a surprise, but Marvin Wilson had an impact. I think he had 2 sacks in the first 2 or 3 series, and I think he has the potential, not even the potential, I think he will take that next big step this year and really etch his name kind of in the Florida State lore, and what I think we both agree is going to be his last year here.
I definitely agree. I was very impressed with, like you said, Jaleel McRae and Akeem Dent, but Amari Gaynor. Gaynor led the game with 13 tackles from the star position. He didn't get to play last year after breaking his foot in the first practice of the fall. So he's a guy that I was looking to see more from, and he impressed. I mean, he had 13 tackles. He was all over the field. I thought he was a guy that was extremely impressive. But Florida State ran a lot of 3-4 defense. 4 linebackers on the field, a lot. They did not have that depth last year whatsoever. And so that right there, I mean, is a huge, and they ran, I would say, successfully. People weren't out of place nearly as much. Linebackers as a whole pivoted a lot when that was the weakness last year. Absolutely. But that's going to do it from Doak Campbell Stadium. We will be back in the fall for football. We'll be here all year long for recruiting. But make sure to stay tuned to Tallahassee.com for all your latest Florida State updates. Thanks for watching.